Okay, here it goes. Another video where I haven't done one in quite a while. It's been pretty, like, my emotions and everything I'm feeling has been so debilitating. I've had extreme anxiety, so much so that I feel extreme pain in my chest and in my throat. Right now it's not so bad, but also depression has been pretty bad too, suicidal ideation, and I just could not bring myself to post any videos. It wasn't until last week in my therapy that I recognized why this is all surfacing. So a friend reached out like last May, I want to say it was May, it could have been June, and let me know about a retreat. It's a non-profit retreat so I am not paying. It's called Saprea, and it is for those, for women that have been sexually abused. So it's like up until 18, if you've been sexually abused and you're in a place where you can make it to a retreat like this. You talk to like a nurse and get it all set up and everything. Then this is an option for those where you don't even have to pay. So last week in therapy, I got a thought that popped in, like EMDR. I've tried it in the past, but it was just with little buzzers. And with my therapist, she has this board where you watch the lights go back and forth. You have headphones on where you hear clicking going back and forth, and then you also are holding the buzzer things. So she wanted to ease into it gently, even though I've done it in the past, which was a good idea. Yes. And the whole thing with this therapy, it was actually just an incident that took place in my 20s. It didn't have anything to do with sexual abuse, but that's where my brain decided to take me. So we're focusing on how I felt from that incident, and words. She asked me what words come forward, and she kind of gave me a booklet to give me ideas, and the words that came through were "I'm worthless," and so it's like that feeling, and then an object from the memory, and then the words. So we did it a couple times, and every single time my brain took me to something very heavy. The very last thing was the heaviest, and I saw an image of my grandpa on my dad's side smiling. So we stopped that. She asks me, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the worst, how disturbing was that? And it was a 10, which surprised me. By the way, for those that maybe don't know, that that's where my sexual abuse took place, my grandpa, when I was a child. So yeah, I thought I had recovered and healed more than I had, but with that, it showed me there was so much more. And then it all made sense of why I've been feeling so awful this summer. I've just been really reclusive most of the time, and just hurting and in pain. And so yeah, it helped me recognize that ever since I committed to this retreat, all this stuff has been surfacing. And it's kind of funny that I didn't recognize that until last week, but at least I know that now, and how much more there is for me to look at and heal from. Here's the emotions. Okay, so yeah, I wasn't sure if I was gonna do this video or even talk about it, but I feel like there are those out there that are suffering from something that happened to them in their childhood through sexual abuse, and this is me letting you know that this is an option. Yeah, if you are interested, you could even look it up, Saprea, or you could message me about it. So yeah, I'm preparing for that. I'm feeling super, well, I'm hopeful, but I'm also a bit panicked because I'm going to be around a lot of people with a lot of trauma too, and being so hyper empathic, I'm just like, worried about that part. So hopefully I'll be able to like energetically hold my own without being so overwhelmed and overloaded by other people's stuff. So that's my call to universe. Please let it be so. So yeah, it's like even with therapy yesterday, we did a really gentle approach where it was just me going to my safe place, which is a beach, and my brain still brought up some stuff. Like I felt fear the first time. The second time it's like feeling like something like coming into my image and like interfering. And so we tried another approach where I would think about a time recently that I was happy and go with the feeling, and then the words that came through for that for me was I'm okay. So I would think I'm okay and go back to that memory, and then with that I just like felt giggling and laughter, and so I was like, okay, at least we found a place where nothing is coming forward. And so we do that. We tried the beach after, and there was still like interference on the beach, so we stopped at the MDR and we did like last week we did the same where colors, like feel where you're uncomfortable in your body, and then it color, let's see, temperature, does it have a sound or frequency, size, and then after we did all the places and all the different sizes and colors and everything, it was like bringing in a healing energy that's just going to each place. So that helped calm down my body, and everything was good until I got in the car, and then I felt awful. And yesterday I really shut down and I was really struggling. And when I shut down, it's like the time you need your healing tools the most, and you don't remember, or you're just like so overloaded that it's like you don't even care to even try to get out of this mode. At least that's for me. So this morning I felt okay enough to do Reiki on myself, and I've started working with Reiki a little more, and I feel like it's helping. Like I feel calmer, and it just feels like I'm able to like move the energy that is getting so stuck and stagnant. So that helped, and I'm feeling more hopeful today. But it's like such a roller coaster. I have no idea what I'll feel like in a couple hours or tomorrow. Like this evening there's this Saprea online meeting just to learn a little more and prepare, and so I'm like, don't know how I'll feel when I do that, but yeah, that is where I am. I'm going to really be feeling a lot of feelings as this retreat approaches, and during, I'm sure, and after. I already have been, so yeah, I think that's everything to share this time around. So yeah, just giving a shout out to those friends that let me know about this retreat, and I'm very grateful, so thank you. And thank you all that are interested in watching my little love myself journeys. So thanks all.